Triggered, that's the worst bit.
I'm triggered.
Yeah, we all are. We're all triggered, live with it.
This was a live report in August last year.
Well, because...
Hey, yo, free Palestine! Free Palestine!
I think, apologies for the language you're hearing, but a sense I think you can hear there. That happened right here during the height of the riots last summer. People from the Muslim community in this part of Birmingham had heard that far-right protesters were on their way, so they'd come out onto the streets to defend them. As we tried to drive away, we were chased by a man with a knife who tried to slash the tyre of one of our vans.
He's gonna us.
What country is in this video? No, it's not Pakistan. That is Wilmslow Road in Manchester, where people celebrate Pakistan Independence Day. Hey, it's good. Just normal British lads in a British city doing British things. Not just Manchester, though. This was Ilford in London. Lads, I've only got one criticism for you. I think your flags are so small. That's better. That's how you do it. Let's just check in on how Birmingham's getting on. Oh, and Birmingham Council got involved. They turned Birmingham Library into a giant Pakistani flag. Lovely stuff. So the council can light up public buildings in the Pakistani flag, but they can't organise bin collections. Oh, I mean, I'm trying not to be dramatic here, but the smell is absolutely overpowering, I'm afraid. There's flies everywhere. Yeah. They're raising council tax and letting the city rot in its own filth, but the Lord Mayor... all the time in the world to hoist the Pakistani flag. The council took down St George's flags from their streets because they said that they could put lives at risk. So they actually took the flag of this country down. Now, last time I was in Birmingham, there were Palestine flags all over the place. And now the Pakistani flag is everywhere as well. Look, hey, I don't know about you, but I'm not really sure that's integration, is it? And you know what puzzles me? Why so many people in Britain are actually celebrating Pakistani independence. You know, I mean, gosh, there are obviously massive human rights issues in Pakistan, aren't there? I'm not sure it's legal to be gay, is it? I don't know how women's rights are getting on in Pakistan. What is the honour-based violence like over there? But hey, what do I know? Happy Pakistan Independence Day, everybody.
A year on, we've come back to talk to people about that day and how they're feeling now. Why did people feel the need to go out on the streets?
The local community had lost faith in the local elected members as well as the local policing units. And they thought that the only way to protect themselves and the community was by coming out in force.
In every community we have our sort of, should we call them idiots, and you can't control their behaviour. There was a concern that the far-right group that was coming may well be armed. So I think we were just trying to counteract what they thought was coming.
Bordesley Green is a majority Muslim area, but these men invited Jerry, who lives here too, to give us a white man's take on what happened.
They were actually stopping cars, and then you can, on the social media output, there's white people in that car.
And chasing them, yeah.
They were looking for what they thought were the enemy, white people, and trying to find white people, which is why I stayed in my house.
we were very clearly there as journalists. We had a broadcast vehicle. I was actually reporting live at the time that it happened. So it was very clear the reason why we were there. So why were we targeted?
It was quite upsetting because obviously you'd seen me about half an hour prior, and then you've seen this, and it was just a handful of mindless individuals. We have them in our community, and you guys have them in your community.
But was it because we are
white.
journalists?
No.
It's because we were white.
No, it's not because you're white. It's because they're actually bored. It's boredom, and they wanted a bit of excitement.
If we had all been Asian, would that have happened?
Of course. Yeah. I think it's just, like I said, it's the heat of the moment.
Save our kids!
I'm keen to move the conversation on to ask how the current wave of anti-immigration protests that began in Epping have left this community in Birmingham feeling.
I would like to go and join them and stand out.
The anti-immigration
Yeah,
protests?
and the anti-immigration.
Why?
Because we have this problem within our own communities, and people don't talk about it. We feel exactly the same, and we understand how the English feel with the immigration.
So you're saying you almost want to go and join these protesters.
Yeah, well,
however, were you to walk up to the protesters, what do you think the reaction would be?
Well, this is it. They think I'm an immigrant, born here, 58, and they look at me as a foreigner or a migrant when I walk.
A lot of the crime locally now is caused by a certain diaspora of immigrants that have come into this area.
I believe that the average white guy isn't racist, they're just fed up.
Yeah.
The question is for us now, as people who are born and bred in this country, what is our identity? Who are we? Right? So we, as a white person born into this country, you're automatically accepted. Are we going to be accepted? How many generations will it take for us to be accepted?
Yeah, it really kicked off with my my silly billboard campaign, particularly the ones that were banned. There's some that that couldn't go up in the tube, so we sort of mocked them up, and I tweeted them, and still got complaints. Obviously, we got one complaint. It was the one, don't jump, you'll make everyone late for work, you selfish prick. One bloke wrote to us saying, I just saw this in the tube station, I'm horrified, I was triggered, please can it be taken down? We wrote back saying it was never up. He went, oh, right. Triggered, that's the worst bit. I'm triggered. Yeah, we all are. We're all triggered, live with it. It means you're paying attention. Triggered. I see all these videos now on social media, like 20-year-olds with a nose ring sitting in their car crying because someone got their name wrong in fucking Starbucks. They wrote my name wrong. Right? Fuck me. Triggered.
All right, we got this chick at Starbucks trying to make some sort of point by putting Charlie Kirk as her name on her Starbucks order. And when the employees wouldn't say it out loud and hand delivered it to her, she completely flips out.
There's that. So you didn't call his name out? You didn't call the name out? Do you want me to? Yeah. She's recording right now. I am. Yep. Why can't you say his last name? What is happening? Why are you being like that to her? Why are you being like, why are you being like this? Yes. Well, okay, why are you being like that to me? I'm not. I actually am making a point, a big point. Setting her up for failure. I actually wrote a very good post prior to this. Crazy, ma'am. It's not. I wrote a very good post.
She wrote a very good post. She wrote a very good post to this before she made her point. This chick sucks, man. Sucks. Showing up to Starbucks to torment this poor girl who's probably working to make some extra dollars while she's at college. Cosplaying as Charlie Kirk while you immediately pull your phone out because you know this is going to cause a problem. Just living your entire life based on the internet and what sort of reactions you can garner based on your beliefs that you don't actually care about. You don't really care about freedom of speech and Charlie Kirk and political ideals. You just care about making waves on the internet and bothering some people that you view as the enemy. And then she has the audacity to do this follow-up video where she's crying.
I'm tired of everybody fighting.
Oh, I'm so tired of America being divided. nicer because people like me don't actually care about other people, and I just set out to catch them in gotcha moments that might compromise them at their place of work, so hopefully they'll get fired so I can make a point on the internet that I'm better than them because of my political party. You know how fucking tapped you gotta be to run around town ordering coffee, writing down the name of a man who just got his fucking neck blown off in front of the whole world? Of course she's not gonna say that out loud. That could cause all sorts of problems for myriad reasons. Great SAT word, by the way. It is this sort of bullshit that has nothing to do with your political beliefs and ideology and your party and America and freedom. This is just you being a performative asshole on the internet for attention. For the 4,957,283,612th time, be normal!